What's up, everybody? We are here once again. I am Pizzle, and this is Pizzle Plays, and today we're going to play Stellaris. Stellaris was originally released in 2016, 7 years ago. Can't believe it's been that long. It's an amazingly fun game. It is a 4X strategy game developed by Paradox Development Studios and published also by Paradox Interactive. And it, like I said before, it is a 4X grand strategy game. It is one of my favorite games. It was actually released on console back in 2019, and it is the game that got me back into PC gaming. I was always interested in playing 4X strategy games. I was an Xbox gamer. It was just easy. It was simple. I thought PC was just too much of a headache, too much of a heartache. I mean, I had a good computer, and me and a girlfriend actually played a good bit of The Sims, but outside of that, I didn't actually play any PC games. And Stellaris, I can credit Stellaris for bringing me back to PC gaming, because the console version just wasn't quite up to where the PC version was. I was much further ahead. It had a lot more DLC, a lot more content. So I really wanted to play the full PC version, and that's what made me go out and purchase my first gaming PC pretty much ever. Because back when I used to game on PC, you didn't buy a special PC. My computer did have a dedicated video card, not a graphics card, and it would play, I could play Counter-Strike pretty well. That's pretty much was the my game of choice. World of Warcraft, a little, and mostly Counter-Strike. And so yeah, we're gonna give Stellaris another go. I haven't played in quite a while. Actually, with the Steam winter sale they have going on, I decided to pick up a few DLCs. So I've added 6 new DLCs to my game. Most of them were 50% off. One I bought was only 20% off, but I spent some money, and we have our game going pretty well. So we're gonna play. I have an idea for a whole new series, and we're gonna create a new empire. And I did play for about an hour last night just to test out the water, see how it was doing. I said, I should really be doing this either A, on stream, or B, I should be at least recording this so we can turn it into an amazing video for everyone to watch. So here, let's go. Let's play some Stellaris. We're gonna do a new game. Clickety clackety click. Why isn't it clicking? Look. Oh, there we go. I may have been clicked off, so I may need me. This is the empire I created last night, the Human Authority.
And you will respect my authority.
Dictatorship. And yeah, that's my leader there. And we're gonna change it up a little bit. I did make them xenophobes, but I think I'm gonna make them authoritarian instead of xenophobic. And we have perfected genes. There's a new we'll go through it all. I'll show you guys what all we did. And yeah, so let's get started, and let's edit our Human Authority, our game. So we are going to use just the OG humanoid humans, although we do have this human. They're shorter humans. I don't know what they are. But we have these Klingon looking dudes. We have these what are the other ones? Not the Klingons, but they're closely related to the Vulcans. They are the
home screen.
Enterprise. We are the Riemann Warbird Scimitar.
we got these dudes. They look pretty awesome. Yeah, so we got a lot of different humanoid races, and they have quite a. Oh, that dude looks cool. He's like a space dwarf.
Does he offer a sense of... No, Master Client, he's offering you food. Nicely done.
Space ogre. You got the Cyclops. You got these brain exposed folks. But we're gonna go with just OG humans. We have different machines.
I was like, I'm the machine!
Oh, look at there. Aquatics, toxoids, got different machines, different mammals. Always like playing as these cat people.
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
Like they're the cute little fox.
What does the fox say?
I used to play with those guys a lot on PC. I mean on console. We got reptilians. This guy's cute. He kind of looks like the Geico Gecko.
This is Bobby. Say hello, Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
These guys look like the what's the race of people in Star Wars that created the clones?
Master Jedi, the Prime Minister is expecting you.
The Kaminoans. So this guy kind of looks a little bit like a Kaminoan. I like this cool little frog dude. He looks pretty cool. Oh, that big turtle dude. That's all right. That's cool. I like that. This guy looks pretentious. Then you got this cool little floaty dude. Then we got the bird people. Always like this one. I don't know. That was one of my early games that I played through, and what are the fallen empires that awaken and like pretty much come and just destroy everything? They were these guys. So I always look at them as like they're like super powerful because of that early playthrough I had where they were a fallen empire and they just came and destroyed everything. But yeah, the bird people, they're pretty cool. Well, this guy's got a helmet on. Then we got anthropods, arthropods, pods. I don't know. They're bugs. We got bugs. We got mollusks, molluscoids. They're weird. Look, this guy floats. He's a floating mollusk. How does he float? Then we got fungus people. Wait. Saw something for a second. Where did it go? Oh, look at the big shroom. You got a big mushroom dude. Mushroom dude looks pretty cool. You got look at that plant dude. He almost looks humanoid, but he's a plant. That's cool. It's a centipede or millipede that comes out of a little shell. That's pretty crazy. You got this Venus flytrap looking dude. Got that guy. Got Groot. I am Groot. You got this radish on top of a humanoid body. That's pretty cool. You got lithoids. I don't even know what a lithoid is. The rock people, I guess. Oh. They're pretty cool looking. Got necroids. They look wicked. All right, but like I said, I'm kind of partial to being human, so we're gonna go with just this OG human. And I copied the United, basically if the UN. I pretty much copied basically if the UN went to space, and that's how humans evolved into space. That kind of utopian democratic type gameplay, because I want it to be human. I want us to be from the planet Earth. So I just went and changed some things up. That was the original names it gives you. UNS India and the Great Reformer and the Roosevelt. I like this one better too, because it's like I don't know, Doomsday. You know, it's more like Doomy. And we're going for more of a Doomy look. And we're going to keep the traits I picked. We are doing the 1 liter. We'll go look in a minute on what the origin is. There's a bunch of different origins, but the one I chose gives you this perfected genes, which gives your leader a 25% 25 years on their lifespan. So this dude's going to pretty much live forever if we play our cards right. And then leader experience gain is minus 20%, but that's fine. He's going to live forever, so we don't have to worry about new leaders, having new leaders every so often. Slow learners is, I mean, that's negligible. The minus 10% on leader experience gain. I mean, I know we already have minus 20 and then minus 10, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to be living forever. It's all good. Got to go the +2 to intelligence. That gives you plus 10% to all your research. Engineering is my goal. I want to build some pretty awesome feats of engineering. I want a Dyson sphere. I want to build a ring world. So we're definitely going to do that. Slow breeders, minus 10% growth speed, but we do have a way to offset that. So we're going to offset that. And then a genius, we're going to boost our energy credits because energy is money. If I remember correctly, like I said, I played like for a whole hour last night. But energy is money. I think that's still the case. So that's the traits we're rolling with. I'm not going to change anything there. We live on planet Earth. It is a continental world. We're not going to change anything with that. We are humanoid. And this is the origins I was talking about. Tons of different origins. I was thinking about doing a full post-apocalyptic origin where humans have destroyed the Earth. And the survivors. We may do that in another series, another run, but for this starting one, this under one rule, that one really piqued my interest. Amidst violence and hardship, this civilization was unified by a single leader, consolidating power through the repression of weaker factions. They have now become a fierce advocate for science and technological advancement. In the aftermath, an uneasy peace has descended, but peace rarely lasts. And he's a luminary. I mean, this dude, so they get 25 plus 25 to their lifespan, but he also gets, the leader gets plus 40. So he's going to live forever. Because we're gonna research lifespan as well. And this dude is literally going to live forever. So we're going to do under one rule. And then for my government and ethics, we went with authoritarian, xenophobe, and fanatic materialist. But I think we're going to get rid of that and go with authoritarian and fanatic materialist. We're going to have robots, so it definitely helps keep our robot costs low, and it gives a plus 10% boost to our research speed. And we're going to go with Byzantine bureaucracy. It's a huge bureaucracy. It's how our government runs, and basically we get some unity from bureaucrats. We're a technocracy, which gives us an additional research alternative. Another good one to get is environmentalist. No. What was the other one I like? Mining guilds is a good one. You get those extra minerals. That's another one I was looking at that I was like, that's a good one. Vaults of knowledge. There was one, oh yeah, functional architecture. It gives you an additional building slot, and your building and district costs are minus 15%. And if you're an engineer, that kind of makes sense. But I kind of like this additional research alternative. You know what? Do I want to go with technocracy? Yeah, we're gonna go with this. We're a technocracy because we're fanatic materialists. We're all about technology, and we're a little authoritarian.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Maintaining state cohesion as we venture into space presents a unique challenge. We shall face the challenge head on.
Head on! Yep, I like you. The Human Authority, I like that name, because we want to be the Human Authority because we're no longer xenophobes, so the hegemony of Earth, the human alignment, the human sovereignty, the galactic human authority, the human stellar theocracy, technocracy, goodness gracious. The great human technocracy. I mean, everybody knows we're human. Alignment of Earth. What does that even mean? Human star technocracy. I like that. We're gonna roll with that. Since our goal is science, it's kind of yin and yang. That's money. That's kind of like space communism.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I guess. That's alright. It's more UN-ish. I like that. Yeah. It's like the stars instead of the Earth, because our focus is the stars and expansion. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We got our human ships. Our leader's name is Wei Yang. He can be Wilhelm Hoffman, Alfred Grimes. James Townsend. I grew up with a dude named James Townsend or Townsend. Marcus Scott. Gunther. Ooh, Lou. I'm gonna butcher 90% of these names. What was the original name I had? I liked it. There we go, Lynn. I like the mustache. The mustache is, oh yeah, there you go, dude. That's what's up. We're gonna go with a man bun. No man bun. Our leader cannot have a man bun. Thinking he's just like oh, that looks good. Yeah, just a clean cut. I like these robes. That kind of looks scientific, but I don't know. I think that looks very leaderish. It looks very much like a leader. There we go. That's Kyung Lin. It's Mr. Lin. We're just gonna call him Mr. Lin, because I don't know how to pronounce the first name. But let's name him James Lin. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Beautiful. All right. He is a titan of industry. I like that too. High King isn't bad. Commanding presence. Great inventor. I think I like Titan of Industry. Gotta have militarists for those. Gotta be spiritual. We're not. Gotta be a xenophile for those. We're not those. We're not pacifists. We're not xenophobes. Fanatic xenophobe. We're not militarists. We're not spiritual. All right. Yeah, I think I like Titan of Industry. It gives me plus 10% on my minerals, 5% on alloys, and 5% on consumer goods. All those things are important when you're building an empire. So is this it? This is him? Our technocratic dictatorship. And we went with Byzantine bureaucracy and technocracy. We're authoritarian and fanatic materialists, and our species traits are perfected genes. We are slow learners, however, we are highly intelligent, natural engineers, and ingenious, and we're also slow at the breeding. We care more about our work than we do making whoopee.
Another reason for making whoopee.
Making the babies. All right, I think we're good. I think that's where we want to be. I think that's good. Yeah. So let's save our human star technocracy. Let's go back. There he is. There's our leader, James Lynn. He was a visionary, and James Lynn will lead us to the stars. And we have made him dictator. He fully controls the earth, and we're going to come up with a cool backstory for him. Amid violence and hardship, this civilization was unified by a single leader. That leader was James Lynn. Consolidating power through the repression of weaker factions, they have now become a fierce advocate for science and technological advancement. In the aftermath, an uneasy peace has descended. But peace rarely lasts. Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited. So we're going to select that race. So with the settings, we went huge, 4 spirals. We're going to only go 5 AI empires. I don't want it to be too crowded on this run. Maybe we'll do another run later with more. No advance, no fallen, no marauders. I don't want to get my crap kicked in on this first playthrough in a while. And we're going to set our difficulty to just the difficulty. It starts it off, the starting difficulty. If it's too easy for our next run, we'll bump it up a little bit. Like I said, I've played like 1 hour in the last few years, and we have all these new DLCs. So everything else we're gonna leave just the way it's created, and we are gonna do an Iron Man playthrough. So there's our settings. We are going with a very light galaxy. However, through pre-FTL civilizations, I think we'll end up with way more than 5 AI empires. This is just starting. There's gonna be 5 empires that are that will be on our level when we start. I don't want it to be too crowded. I used to just leave the settings pretty much how they set it. It's a crowded galaxy. I kind of want to make this a little bit of an easier run. So I only did 5 with no advance, and we're gonna leave the difficulty at just the regular difficulty it starts it out as. So let's do this. Let's play some Stellaris. Under one rule. Much has happened since modern humans first emerged in Africa some 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilizations took form. Scientific progress has been swift, though not without cost. Wars claimed millions of lives even before the atom was tamed, and the turmoil of the 21st century saw the mandate of the United Nations gradually expanded in an effort to create stability. By the early 22nd century, the supranational organization had become a de facto world government. Though some still resent the power wielded by the UN, as evidenced during the Mauritanian police action of '88, few can deny the technological breakthroughs that have come out of its sponsored research programs. With the recent completion of the first true starship, mankind is about to embark on a new era of space exploration. And that's our homie, James Lynn. He has defeated the UN and taken control. He was a part of the UN, I would assume. We'll come up with a cool backstory for our homie, James Lynn. But let's begin. So we do have the tutorial turned off, which is great because it gets rather annoying. But a few things we need to start off doing. We do have our galaxy map here so we can see where we are. Oh, beautiful. Because from what I understand is the Earth is kind of on the edge of the galaxy, so that's perfect. They stuck us out on the edge. I like being on the edge out here. Yeah. All right, so let's start with research. And the best thing to do when starting out is to do the boost to research, because you want to speed your research up as much as possible. 5% research speed is overall. This is a modifier given to every single one of the categories. So this won't just boost physics, it'll boost our engineering and society. So normally if this isn't available, I will start with quantum theory, but we'll go with administrative AI. And we're going to do the boost to the biodiversity studies. And we don't have that option for engineering. So we can go ahead and unlock afterburners, which will give us mining station output's a good one too, because we're going to start building mining stations almost immediately. Let's go with that. There we go. And we have available leader traits. This is new. So this is new for me. But you can see this is our overseer, James Lynn. Very, very strong chin. So we can add a trait. So we can make him an eye for talent, which will boost our leadership experience gain, which we kind of need because we did take a hit on it by 10%. But he's also could be a fertility preacher, which will give us a boost to pop growth speed, which I don't really care as much about. We're going to build robots. And also food from jobs by 10%. That's fine. We're going to go for eye for talent. We're going to get some of that leadership experience gain back. 2 more? Okay. Yeah, we're going to go eye for talent too. And then he could either be an ambassador or a advisor. Ambassadors maintain our relationships with other empires, both overtly and in more subtle ways. The art of diplomacy and the subtle craft of espionage both fall under their domain. And advisors help with population upkeep and give us a little bit of trade value. The budget of our empire is in the hand of our advisors. Yeah, we're going to go with more budget over ambassadors. There we go. There's James Lynn. He is our leader. He's 32 years old. Wow, such a young leader to take over the world. We're going to make him live forever. That's our goal. He's going to die a very, very, very... We may actually turn into a robot before that happens. So, James Lynn may never taste death. He may live forever, be the first human to live forever. We'll see. We'll see what happens to James Lynn. We also have Momoka Sakamoto. Right on. She's our Minister of State. We have Bernard Laidlaw. He is a scientist. All right. Rene Bernard. He is our Minister of Defense. Okay. And, okay, he's good with slaves. That's interesting. Okay. All right. And then we have Wibke Braun, who is our head of research. All right. Right on. I don't see anyone that's a genius out the gate, so that's what we're going to go with. And leaders do cost unity, so we're going to try not to... We may make her, put her in a spaceship too. I think she can still be our head of research and be in a spaceship. So I think that is something that we can do. Although she's got a 10%, or he, Mikhail, sorry, has a, the long hair threw me off. I'm sorry. He had a 10% boost to anomaly research. All right. I mean, we're not gonna have slaves. I mean, the best thing to do is to get rid of him out the gate, but he's gonna cost 100. Yeah, we can't do that right now. We don't have enough unity, and we gotta rush our first what's it called? We got to rush our first tradition because we want our first ascension perk, which we're going to go with technological ascendancy and then probably one vision for that unity. Those are two good ones to start off with. All right, let's we have an idle leader. Who's idle? Who's idle? I don't know who's idle. All right, that's fine. We don't mind being idle. So what we're going to do out the gate is we're not going to do anything out the gate. We're just going to hit play, and we're going to let the universe play out. Let's see what happens in the galaxy when we just hit play. We do want to build up. So here we have our government, which is our planet, and we have various different districts. This one is for housing and clerks, which gives us trade value and amenities. This one creates consumer goods and alloys, which are important for building things. We have our generator districts, our mining districts, and our agricultural districts. We have various different buildings that we can build, and we have 2 open building slots, so we can add some additional buildings. And we also have these features where we can by clearing this, we'll get an additional pop, so we'll worry about that later. We have different decisions we can do later on. We're not going to worry about any of this right now. All that costs resources. We're just going to let our resources gain and build for now. And we do have our military fleet. We're going to need to start building this up pretty quick. We have our science ship and construction ship. And we're going to take our science ship, and we're just going to survey this system right here. And then our construction ship, in a minute, we can start building these mining stations once we get some more minerals. So there we go. I think that's a, let's just let it roll. We're going to hit play. We'll see what happens.